Hi guys, Happy New Year's and welcome to our League Fantasy Talks. In this episode we will check how we did last week in Ultimate Champions Euroleague Fantasy and build our lineup for the next game week. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like the video and write in the comments which team you think will win the Belgrade derby between Crvena Zvezda and Partizan this Thursday, and on Friday I will give away this Januray epic card to one lucky winner. And let's see how we did last week. Last week in tournaments was alright for us. The highlight was the 8th position in EuroLeague Pro Division, which got us 100 Champ token and 1100 MGC. Ultimate Champions Pro Division we finished 20th and got 240 MGC. In UC Star we almost made it to the top 10 where we would have received more rewards, but we finished 12th. Happens. In Eurocup Pro we finished 17th and in Underdog Star we finished 21st. In the tournament section we did alright. But unfortunately in the league section I had one of the worst game weeks this season with only 940 points, finishing only in the second half of all participants. That was mainly caused by the injury of Sam Decker, who played only 14 minutes and then got an injury and he didn't get as much score in those 14 minutes. Karim Jallo also underperformed big time, and also Pierre went from 31 minutes the previous game, he played only 13 minutes this game. Obviously then much less chance for him to score any good points for us. It is what it is, and hopefully next game week we will do much better. And talking about next game week, let's see what we have there. I have built the lineup early this time as well, before the game week 41 ended, and therefore I utilized some players that had lower caps at the time, and therefore you see minus 58 here, because I did and saved all the changes before game week 31 ended, and then the caps of some players was updated, and therefore now we see that we do not fit, but since everything was saved, and since we didn't do any changes afterwards, everything will be fine. But you have to do it before the cap is changed, and then you cannot make any updates afterwards. Otherwise you will have the new caps and you will need to basically remove some players to be able to put something new. As my first center I picked Jonathan Motley from Fenerbahce. Motley has everything needed to bring a good amount of points. The only question is how many minutes he will get from the coach, as it seems that Papagiannis might be getting prioritized more by the new coach. But I will give another chance to Motley as he has still a decent cap of just 92, and therefore is still a good chance that he will overperform his cap, even if his last game was only 25 points. As my first forward and as my captain I have picked Kevin Punter from Partizan Belgrade, as Punter is the main guy of Partizan team and they will play against second worst defense in EuroLeague, so really no more reasons needed to pick him as our main forward and as our captain, as he will play against a weak defense and he is the main guy of his team. As my first guard, I will go with Nigel Williams-Goss from Olympiacos. Nigel has the second point guard role in Olympiacos, and Volkov had some little injury, so he seems to be playing this next round, but even if he will play, there's a chance that maybe he will not play so much, so hopefully Nigel will get a good amount of minutes. Not sure how many minutes Volkov will get, but hopefully Nigel Williams-Goss will get even more usage. And with only a 102 cap, it's a good choice for us. As my second guard, I have picked Paris Lee from Asvel Villeurbanne. With Nando De Colo out injured, Paris Lee is thriving in the main point guard role with super high usage rate, and on top of that, he is ranking 6th in the whole EuroLeague in assists per game. As my third guard, I have picked Ife Lundberg from Virtus Bologna, and after Jalen Smith moved to Partizan, Ife had more usage immediately in the next game, and hopefully that will remain to be the case even if Virtus signed another guard in the name of Richard Lomas, that already knows the coach where we played in the Olympics in the Latvian national team. As my second center, I went with Matt Costello, as I had to utilize Costello coming off an injury with a 0 cap, but it's very likely that he will acquire a score higher than 65 points in the next game, even if you would pick him for a cap of 65, as he is at the moment. I had picked Kyle Alexander and Bart Moore, both from Hapoel Tel Aviv, and I have picked them because they will play against second worst defense in the Eurocup, which is BC Wolves, and Hapoel Tel Aviv still have players injured both in front court and back court, where these two players are coming from, for each from the different side of the field, and therefore we have way more usage than usually, and therefore I expect for them to overcome their caps. That's all guys. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments which team you think will win between Crvena Zvezda and Partizan this Thursday for a chance to win this January epic card. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.